Deep down, you know you have something wonderful to share with the world. You believe there is a better life waiting just around the corner. You crave opportunities to grow and expand your life. Welcome to Pursue Your Potential with Dr. Jenna, where you are just one habit, one thought, one breakthrough, just one step away from becoming a better version of yourself today and living your dream life. A life full of abundant health, happiness, peace, passion, and purpose. Here is your host, Dr. Jenna Zellers.
Hello, and thanks so much for joining me today. So, it's been about a week since I have posted another podcast episode, and originally when I started, so today is day 15, and I originally said, I'm going to come at you every single day, 30 days in a row, and I will bring you valuable content, and I will bring you an amazing podcast episode. But I took a week off, and I had to just allow myself and give myself permission to take this time. And I'm coming back now, and I have some valuable lessons that I've learned in just a week about commitment, and about failing, and about trying, and about being uncomfortable. Part of the reason why missing in action for a week was because it was comfortable. Doing these podcast episodes is uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable because I am being vulnerable. I'm being open. I am being something that I've never done before. I have been comfortable being a chiropractor, and I do that, and I'm really good at it, but now I'm trying to do something new that I have never done before, and it's hard, and it's uncomfortable, but I don't want to stop. I want to keep going. There were moments this week that I felt like quitting. I had moments of self-doubt. I had moments of fear. I had moments of going, what the heck am I doing? But I didn't want that to stop me. I kept searching and searching for kind of the motivation or the inspiration that I needed to just pick myself up. And I found it today in, guess where? No other better place to get inspiration, right, than Facebook. One of my friends posted something along the lines of, what are you willing to do to be uncomfortable? Like, what will you do? What are you willing to do to push yourself, but you'll know it's uncomfortable? And I was like, oh my gosh, my podcast. The reason I took a break is because taking a break and not doing it is comfortable. I don't have to worry about putting myself out there. I don't have to worry about what people will think about me. I don't have to worry about doing a poor job, because no job at the moment was better than doing a poor job. During this week, I attempted about 3 episodes. I have 3 rough draft episodes that I really just didn't like the way they sounded. I didn't like how I was showing up. I didn't like the message I was putting out there. I didn't like the way in which I felt in portraying the message. And so instead, I just kept them to myself. And my message today, my lesson to you today, is that when you are ready to take those first steps and to jump into that person that you so desperately want to be, it's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be hard. I promise. But that's okay. And you just have to look for those glimpses of hope and inspiration and encouragement, and those signs that what you're doing, you're actually on the right track. And I will tell you, if you have fear, if you have doubt, if you have anxiety, that means you're on the right track. Those thoughts will come around. But we are meant to evolve. We are meant to pursue our potential. We are meant to go to the next level in our lives. Those deep down desires that you have are not there so that you can think about them for the rest of your life. They're there so that you can pursue them. And pursuing them is hard. But if you want to evolve, if you want to grow, if you want to expand, if you want to improve your life, you got to act. You got to figure out a way to figure out how to pursue your potential, pursue your passions, pursue your dreams, your desires. The way is there. And if the desire is there, then you just take one step in front of the other. So let's talk about being uncomfortable. It just seemed last week that nothing was really going right for me to be able to do a podcast episode. I like to be able to move around when I talk. I can't just sit in one place. So right now I'm walking around the house and I'm tidying things up, as I sit here and talk, because I can do that without thinking, and it helps me say a better message. But I just couldn't find a moment of quietness. I tried to take my dogs to the woods. There's a nature preserve, and I did a walk, but it seemed like, every turn I took, there were people there, and I just didn't want to feel like I could talk to myself. I was just challenging, and it made me realize, okay, I have made this commitment. I am going to be a podcaster. I'm not turning back now. I'm on episode 15, and I really, really, really enjoy the finished product. But the creation of it can be hard. It can be uncomfortable. Actually doing the work can be uncomfortable. When I'm at my job as a chiropractor, that work is no longer uncomfortable for me. It's so easy. I can show up to my job. I can show up to work. My patients are there, and I get to adjust their lovely spines all day long and see their beautiful smiles. But that's not fulfilling anymore. I'm missing something that, like, my soul desires to have a bigger contribution, a greater contribution. And when I'm at my office all day, that's easy. That's comfortable. I've been doing it for 7 years, and I'm really, really good at it. But I want more. So let me ask you this. Where in your life are you comfortable? Where in your life are you doing a good job? And is that how you want to stay? Or do you desire something greater than where you are now? Do you desire growth and expansion? Do you have dreams inside that you think about all of the time? What are you doing to make them happen? Are you willing to be uncomfortable to get to that happy place? Are you willing to do the work necessary to make your dreams come true? Or are you more satisfied with being comfortable and never accomplishing that dream that you're thinking about? You will not have all the answers right away. I promise you. But that doesn't mean you can't figure out the first step, and then the next step, and then the next step. From now on, I'm making the commitment to myself to do the work, to just do the work and be willing to be uncomfortable, be willing to be messy, be willing to be imperfect. See, the old me is a perfectionist. I was raised by a perfectionist. I want to be a perfectionist. I want everything in my life to be perfect. If you go in my office, I feel like I have a place for everything. I'm tidy, organized. I'm a perfectionist, but I don't need to be a perfectionist. I can let go of perfection. To me, having things perfect and organized, that's comfortable. And having things out of place and messy and chaotic, that's uncomfortable. But in this case, in moving forward, it doesn't have to be perfect. And I will figure it out along the way. And just like today, when I have been thinking all week long, I need to go do the work, I need to go put in the effort. I need to make another podcast episode. But I didn't want to do it uninspired. I didn't want to do it unmotivated. I wanted to do it with passion. I wanted to have a purpose of something to talk about. I don't like talking about something that doesn't have meaning. I'm not a huge fan of small talk. I love connecting on a deeper level. And I just didn't feel this week that I had much to contribute. And luckily today, I was re-inspired by my friend's post. Let me go find her post. It says, "What are you avoiding by staying comfortable?" Ouch! What are you avoiding by staying comfortable? I was avoiding my dreams. I was avoiding making forward progress because it was comfortable not to. It was comfortable to just do other things this week. It was comfortable to just think about the podcast and think about what I would say, but not actually doing it. So what are you avoiding by being comfortable? And is it worth it? Are you ready to get uncomfortable and start moving forward? So I have created a workbook called the Dreaming Live Workbook. Instead of streaming live, get it? Haha, I love it. The Dreaming Live Workbook is a 77-page workbook that you can download to help you start creating the life that you want, and has exercises in it to figure out what you really need to do to focus on putting one step in front of the other, one foot in front of the other, to start making things happen in the direction of your dreams. The exercises in this workbook are exercises that I have done throughout my lifetime, throughout my adult lifetime, I should say, that have really helped me uncover who I am, who I'm meant to be, what I really want. And in this 77-page book, if you do the work, you will find clarity. You will know the steps that you have to take, comfortable or not, to get to the next place. So by listening to this podcast, I'm inviting you to download this workbook, and it will be yours for only $9. Normally it goes for $49, but it will be yours if you click on the link in the show notes, and you can have that book and those exercises all to yourself. And if you do the work, you'll find clarity. You'll start making your dreams come true. So are you ready to get out of your comfort zone? Because you know that's where growth happens, outside of your comfort zone. Are you ready to grow and expand in multiple areas of your life, in all dimensions of your life? Are you ready to take your life to the next level? I want to be there with you. I want you to take your life to the next level. I want you to love your life. And that is the purpose of this podcast. That is why I'm here, because I now love my life. The things that I do, the contributions that I make are totally in alignment with where I'm supposed to be in life. My purpose, my soul's calling. I have created a life that I love, and the purpose of this podcast is now to give back, to help you do the same, pursuing your potential in every single area of your life. We are either pursuing our potential or we're not. So I'm inviting you to take a big step in pursuing your potential. Download the workbook, do the work, and you too will begin to love your life even more than you already do. Many of you listening, I know, are very happy with your life. But sometimes being really happy also means you're really comfortable. And growth does not happen when we're comfortable. So it's up to you. Jump. I'm encouraging you. Take the next step. Do the work. I'm going to continue to pursue my potential so that I can keep helping you pursue yours. I hope you have an amazing day.
You've been listening to Pursue Your Potential with Dr. Jenna. If you like what you hear, please take a moment to head over to iTunes and give us a review, a rating, and subscribe. Your feedback really does help others find the podcast. If you'd like to comment on any of today's topics or subscribe to the series, find us at pathofpursuing.com/podcast. Tweet us at Dr. Jenna Zellers or find us at facebook.com/pathofpursuing. Thanks for listening. Now you are one step closer to making your dreams a reality.